Hi guys, and welcome to tonight's video of the FTMO challenge. I think this is day 10. Just a couple of things to talk about tonight. Obviously, I've been showcasing one sort of account, which is taking us up to day 10, which again, I do believe is in a little bit of drawdown still. Again, mindset stuff. The purpose of that account was simply to try. It was a certain strategy, a certain style, or a certain test I was doing. This is where this was only based. I was only going to be doing a test with that sort of structured sort of trial run. However, I thought I'm going to do a trial run B, and the trial run B was going to be what I do on a day-to-day basis in my own trading. Okay, so tonight I'm going to talk about the trial run B. We're still going to be doing obviously the initial one, which is what the videos was about, because after all, there's a test I'm doing with it with an indicator of the bankers and all this sort of banker strategy where I'm trying to incorporate it with this test. However, going on to the trial B, I've actually passed. Woohoo! I've passed, and not only have I passed, I've actually passed with flying colors. Okay, so what you can say is the steady path, the growth up to the amount. We took a dip here and we took another slight dip here. Now, out of all the trades, there is one or two trades that were losing ones on this particular one. And again, what I done, I seen they were going into the reversal, so I actually stopped those trades out for a loss on the understanding that I knew I could obviously get it back from my everyday strategy. Now we're going to scroll down and I'm going to show you bits and pieces of where we have ended up on trial B. Okay, again, I'm just going to stop and share a minute, just because I can't stress this enough. If you haven't watched last night's video, the FTMO challenge day 9, it goes heavily into sort of mindset and things like that when the chips are down. And believe me, trading Forex is like a roller coaster. It's all up and down, just like the charts. But when you do have them bad days, you've just got to realize if it's not your day, you just step back, close your computer down, walk away, trade another day, because the markets can be just as cruel as they are kind. All right. Now, with what I'm planning to do or moving forward with this for my personal goal is I couldn't have picked, in my opinion, I couldn't have picked a harder time to try and do this trial. We've had the US elections, we're coming into the holiday season, so the markets will sort of tend to slow down. We've come into this week with NFP being on the Friday, the first Friday of the month. And again, it's trusting my strategy, trusting the process, and trusting and having the faith in what I do or my day-to-day sort of technique. I've not only passed, but I did actually pass with flying colors. So because I mean, I've got a clear vision going into next year and more so the year after. I mean, I've got a lot of goals wrote down on what I intend to do with my next step in trading. Now, that being said, we're going to go back on the charts. I'm going to stay on this call or stay on this video until right at the end, because I'm going to show you something that it might just help you as well. Okay, for anybody that has took an interest in what I'm doing. So I'm just going to share my screen and we'll go back through. So yeah, this is the graph. Okay, and we had some steady growth on the way up. Okay, now I identified one of my good pairs. Okay, I do on a week-to-week basis, I do a trading bias for a watch list. And this is very important. And this is, again, secret sauce and top tips. I'll look at the charts on the weekend and I'll have a look at certain points of interest on any currency pair. I'll see if there's anywhere where it's making a new high, an all-time high, because I always trade on the 1 hour and 4 hour. Mainly recently, I've just been trading on the 4 hour, to be fair. Okay. Well, that being said, I'll look top down analysis. I'll look at the daily, come down to 4 hour, and then I might check the 1 hour, and I'll look for a bias on particular pairs. Okay, now if I see anything that's creating double tops and things like that, or we have sort of all-time low, I'll check the currency strength of the DXY for the US dollar, and I'll make a general bias, and I'll highlight at least 2 or 3 pairs for that week. Okay, now that's my style, that's how I work, that's how I roll, and it works for me. On top of that, I make a watch list. That's my watch list. Now, when I've identified certain trades for my watch list, I'll dig deeper into the fundamentals and things like that. I'll go and have a look at Forex Factory and see where the news are and things like that. I'll see if there's anything within the news that can sort of be pushing the price or affecting the price in the markets, and I'll go back to that watch list, and if anything is highlighted on there, I will then make it my hit list. So I have a watch list and I have a hit list. Now, one of the ones on there was the NZD. Okay, it was climbing. It's been climbing for a while. I knew it was going to be coming down. So what I've done on that was I was waiting for a certain area was going to be resistance. In this case, I was going to wait for that ceiling to be hit, and if there was nothing going to be pushing through that barrier, then I was going to be looking for a sell on those sort of pairs. But not only that, I was going to sort of risk a little bit more on my lot. So instead of 1%, I was possibly going to be doing 2%, or go a bit more aggressive and go for the 3% risk. And it paid off. Again, I would never do anything more than sort of advise risk more than 2 or 3%. 3% is very aggressive, to be fair. But as you can see, when we go back to the chart, and we'll have a rundown just to show you, we had some good growth. Okay. And as we go down here, we are here, guys, to prove it to you all. I've got all the green ticks there. I've done this over the course of 5 days. So again, guys, that's all ticked off. This is a trial, it is a demo, but it stands in good stead with giving me that confidence of what I've learned over the years. Not only that, it's also given me a massive confidence boost, because all of this was done via just general naked chart trading, using pure price action and using a technique, obviously, where it's like order blocks and a banker's strategy. I've not used any indicators whatsoever on this particular journey throughout this one here. Okay, so on top of that, let's just take a look. We go a bit further down. We start on the 30th and end on the 13th. Again, it was a minimum of 5 trading days. That's what I did. There was 5 trading days within that time. We've got this is where we are today. I had today's profit. I only took 2 trades today, to be fair, and it pushed me over the barrier to get that to pass. Okay, we go a little bit further down, and this is where we're going to be looking at the results and things like that. You can see on each of these days, we've got a time and a date. We've got how many trades was taken. I'll only ever look to take 2 or 3 trades a day. If I go into the 4th trade, that is my ultimate maximum. Okay, so this is telling you the total lot sizes that was combined on those trades. Where I went into them. Okay, and you can see the results of what I got on the profits. From there, the equity, we start off at 35k. I ended up ending the trial, and it is passed. We are on 36,759 and 33. The average profits that I was getting, and again, you only need on the 14 days, you only need to get £125, because that's a currency I play with, £125 a day. I've hit an average profit over them 5 days of 176. Okay, I've done 15 trades with a combined lot size of 44.71. The average risk to reward because I was closing some of these out was 1 to 1.5. From there, my win ratio was 80%, a very good, healthy 80%. And the only reason why there's obviously it took a hit was because I closed a couple of trades out, because I knew they were going the other direction. And this is where, this is the power, and obviously what you learn over the time of being a trader, having the self-discipline and recognizing when you need to take a loss and having to accept the field losses. Because when you accept where you feel, you have a standing block to understand why you failed, and then you can smash through that barrier and move on and understand why, and then get to the next step towards your goal. Okay, now from there, we just scroll a little bit further down. Here's my trading journal. Again, I spoke a lot about the NZD. I heavily recognized the NZD was going to be the one on my watch list and hit list. Okay, so you'll see there's a few NZD things in here. Again, when I got to the NZDs, I was risking a little bit of a higher lot size, to be fair, 3% and things like that, because I was so confident that this was on the turnaround. And you can see from here, a lot of mine was on selling, to be fair. We had the euro odd, about £23 there. The euro GPY had a sell at 425 pounds on there. Just have a look. These minuses here, these are the commissions, and then we've got the swaps as well. We've got the euro NZD. Again, we took a loss on the £40.98. This is the one that I stopped out, which was the OJPY. A little bit annoyed with myself with that one, to be fair. I should have known better to get in on that trade, to be honest. I traded normally outside of the times that I would normally do, to be fair. I have certain days or times of the day when I trade, and there's nothing wrong with why I do that. It's just simply because it's outside interference. I thought I'd get in on a trade and smash and go through my target. But again, having the distractions around me, I didn't do a proper analysis on this particular trade. And then, as you can see, as the days went on, we smashed through the target there. So again, guys, that is that in a nutshell. 5 days and we've passed. Okay, now this is going to take me on to my next thing. Okay, I've got a little bit of I've got a Discord channel. I've got a lot of people in there that sort of replicate the sort of stuff that I do with my trading. I've got a lot of training modules in there. It's a free resource. Anybody's welcome to come in and see it. Okay, now what I want to do going into 2021 as well is possibly anybody that has gone through the stuff that I do, if they want to take this FTMO challenge themselves as well as a trial, just to see how well you can do, then I'm setting something up within that Discord channel there where you can actually come in. There's going to be a chat channel within there, so you can actually talk to not just myself, but you'll be able to talk to other members that are taking the challenge. And then again, once you are ready and you feel that if you've passed once or twice, I mean, I'm going to do the challenge again, and I'm going to see if I can pass it again, because the more times you can pass it, the more confirmations you've got that you're doing well. Now, I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm just going to show you basically how to get access. Now, this is what I've got in the channel, it's called, let's have a look. It's ForexFire Smart Money. Okay, ForexFire Smart Money. You just need to comment below. Okay, guys, comment below. I'll get you access into this. I've got the voice channel, so you can chat over voice if you want to, or video. We've got the trading, so I've got my chart analysis ideas. I'll put the odd chart setup in there. I put analysis training in there. If I've done a chart layup and someone requests an analysis of it, if I've got time, I'll actually do a video rundown and breakdown on how I get to the setup of that. This here was just about my FTMO journey, where people they could just simply plug in and have a look at that. I've just set these ones up at the moment. This is to go into maybe January when the markets are a bit more lively. We've got the trial challenge where I'm going to get people in there and sort of get them used to the process. And then I've got the live challenge. So anybody that does step up and then goes for any of the live challenges, we're going to have a segment for that as well. I've got a members chat group where everybody's fully active within here. Okay, everybody chimes in with regards to their charts and their setups. I've got members trade idea. So again, everybody drops their charts analysis in here. So I get a lot of the community involved with this as well. So we can sort of look at what people are looking at and then give our own opinion on this as well. Again, it's a very friendly community. No one is sort of on top of each other with regards to saying they're doing anything wrong. We are all in this for the same common goal, because we all learn together, we trade together, and we win together. And this is a very good concept that I've got going on here, guys. From there, homework section. I'll put in the odd bit of homework. I've not put something in there for a little while at the moment, to be fair, but when I do, a lot of people get a lot of value out of it. So they learn to draw the charts up from a naked chart aspect, and then I'll go back in and assess everybody's work and give everybody a grade. Okay, so again, we have great fun with that. So it's a good way to get some progression on there. From there, guys, this is the training module. Okay, I've got 93 members in here at the moment. So we've got the welcome notes. I've got what to identify the candles, break a structure, what it's about, break a structure part 2, a bit more in-depth analysis, Fibonacci levels and what I use, imbalance areas and how you can use them to sort of reach other goals within take profits or even entries, equal highs, equal lows, and liquidity. What's that all about? Trend analysis and putting it all together. And then I've got putting it all together part 2 with a great video in here showing you what to do. Signature moves and signature patterns. Now I'm going to be adding a lot more to this, to be fair, because there is other techniques that it's going into a little bit more of an advanced sort of thing, but I believe it's going to be a lot more easier to understand than what's waiting for 2 areas of break of structure. Okay, so if you're watching this, guys, and you're in this group, you're going to get some more great golden nuggets, to be fair. From there, I've got the Forex cheat sheets, the correlated pairs and what the Wyckoff methods, what to watch for, Fibonacci training. I've gone a bit more in depth with regards to the training on here. And a lot of people are taking a lot from this with the training. And correlated pairs again, and then I've got another video on here about risk to reward, what it's all about, certain areas and how to understand it and how to apply it to your trading. And that's it in a nutshell, guys. So again, I mean, if you've been watching my journey or watching any of the videos I do and you're taking sort of an interest in it, come and join. Come and join the little community that I've got there. You're more than welcome to come in, okay? And again, moving forward with this and this general concept is now I've done this, and this is genuinely the first time I've looked into this and tried to trade it. I've traded a little over 3 to 4 years, part of a bigger team, which has obviously helped me get to where I am and helped me get to understand the certain stuff that I do, which is a great community. Again, I can get you plugged into that if you want to. If you simply want to follow along and just do the stuff that I've obviously done and attained to get to this level, you're more than welcome. Again, just drop your comments below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give it the thumbs up, right? The thumbs up, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell because going into next year, once we're getting Christmas out the way with, we will be doing this again. But this time we will be going for the live account. Now, my goal for over the Christmas is I'll simply be trialing and going for a 10K account, and then I'll be going for the big one. I'll be going for the big one, and we'll be documenting that along the way. So if you are wanting to get involved with Forex, but you obviously funds can be tight and things like that, but you can use this to your advantage and get a funded account. Come inside, use the free resource that I've got, learn the stuff that I do. And this just proves, obviously, this is proof in the pudding. The stuff that I've got within that is what I have done to attain this. I've passed the challenge. Okay, guys. So there's a lot of videos out there in the minute on YouTube, how people have passed it within the first 2 hours, how people have passed within the first 2 trades. What you see with me is what you get. It's a no bullshit approach. I do things properly. It's a case of being able to understand breaker structures, the market price, understand the naked charts. Try not to rely on too much things with obviously things with indicators. Indicators are great. However, you'll get so much more out of your trading journey by being able to read the price action in the market structure and the naked chart side of things. You'll become a lot more of a profitable trader, to be fair. So from there, guys, if you want to get into this Discord channel right now, one of two things. Simply go to forexfiremembers.com. I'm just going to show you that in here. forexfiremembers.com. Again, you'll see my handsome Geordie face on the top there, doing a little bit of a video, okay, telling you a little bit about myself. From there, you can click straight on here for the YouTube channel, and click straight on here for my Facebook page. Click the book online, and we can even have a chat if you should wish to do that. I don't bite. I'm more than happy to do that. Click on here for the challenges. This will alert me that you want to get involved with the Discord channel. And then from here, you've got all access to this, okay? Now, what I might do over time, the video modules I've got on here, I might actually start putting them onto YouTube as a playlist. Let me know what you think, guys, okay? So everybody that's been involved with me throughout my journey through the trading, thank you very much. Those that have been there as an audience, again, thank you very much. I wouldn't be doing or producing this content if it wasn't for the guys that watch the stuff that I do, okay? I really didn't know that I had such a wide audience, to be fair, but I do have a little bit of a following, not a big following, but I do have a little bit of a following. And if you are taking an interest, thank you very much. Catch you all later, guys. Thank you.